The air in the bedroom was thick with silence, broken only by the sharp clink of her wedding ring as it hit the nightstand. "For a month, you'll be without intimacy, without my touch," Leah said, her voice low, trembling with something I couldn't name. Anger, maybe, or something colder. Her eyes, usually warm like honey, cut through me as she turned and left the room. My chest tightened, a fist squeezing my lungs. What had I done? The question clawed at me, but no answer came, only the echo of her words and the hollow thud of the door closing behind her. I stood frozen, the carpet rough under my bare feet, the room dim beneath the flicker of a dying bulb. Leah and I had been married 6 years. Our love had always been steady, imperfect but constant, or so I believed. Her words weren't just a punishment. They were a signal, a crack in the foundation I hadn't seen forming. The next morning, the kitchen smelled of burnt toast and unspoken accusations. Leah moved like a ghost, precise, detached, pouring coffee without looking at me. "I'm heading to the gallery today," she said, her tone flat, rehearsed. She was an artist. Her paintings used to be explosions of color, emotion, and life. But that morning, her face was a blank canvas. I wanted to ask what was wrong, to bridge the growing distance between us, but the words stuck in my throat. "Okay," I muttered, hating how small my voice sounded. She left, and the soft click of the door felt louder than a slam. Alone, I wandered through the house, noticing the small things. Her scarf draped over the couch, a half-read book on the coffee table. Everything looked normal, yet nothing felt right. I opened my laptop, pretended to check emails, but my fingers drifted to her social media, a habit born of curiosity, not suspicion. Or so I told myself. Her posts were mostly about her art, but one photo stopped me cold. Leah at a gallery event, laughing, her hand resting on a man's arm. The caption read, "*feeling inspired." The man's face was half hidden, but his posture, too close, too familiar, sent a chill through me. I tried to shake it off. She was friendly. That was her world. But doubt had already taken root, and doubt grows fast. I scrolled further. A comment caught my eye. "Can't wait to see you again," written by someone named Ethan. My stomach turned. Who was Ethan? I clicked his profile. It was private, but one photo showed him at the same event, his smile sharp, his gaze locked on Leah. I slammed the laptop shut, my breath uneven. It was nothing. It had to be nothing. Days passed, each one heavier than the last. Leah's distance grew, her smiles faint, her laughter gone. At night, she slept on the far edge of the bed, her back to me, an invisible wall I couldn't climb. "I just need space," she'd say when I asked. Space from what? From me? The question haunted me, but I was too afraid to ask again. Then came the text. I was at work, my desk buried under papers, when my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. "Ask Leah about Ethan." My heart stopped. The noise of the office faded into a dull hum. I stared at the message until the words blurred. "Who sent this? Why?" I typed back, "Who is this?" No reply, only silence. That night, I waited for her in the living room, the message replaying in my mind. When she came in, cheeks flushed from the autumn chill, I couldn't hold it in any longer. "Who's Ethan?" I asked. My voice came out sharper than I intended. Her eyes widened just for a moment before she masked it. "A colleague," she said evenly, setting her bag down. "Someone texted me, told me to ask you about him." Her lips parted, then closed again. "That's weird," she said lightly. "Probably a prank." She turned to pour water, but her hands trembled. "Leah, what's going on?" I pressed. "You've been distant, secretive, and now this?" Her eyes flashed. "You're paranoid, Mark." "I'm just stressed. Work's been intense." Her defensiveness cut deeper than the words themselves. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But the pieces didn't fit anymore. The text, the photo, her coldness. The next week crawled by, every moment heavy with suspicion. I watched her too closely, hated myself for it, but couldn't stop. Every small detail felt like proof. A perfume I didn't recognize, a locked phone, a receipt from a cafe we'd never been to together. Finally, I broke. One night, after she fell asleep, I took her phone. My hand shook as I entered the passcode, our anniversary. The irony burned. Her messages with Ethan were right there, a thread stretching weeks back. "Miss you already," he wrote. "Last night was everything," she replied. My vision blurred. The words carved into me, sharp and merciless. There were more photos, confessions, moments they'd stolen from me. My knees buckled. I sank to the floor, the phone slipping from my hand. I wanted to wake her, to scream, to demand why. But the why didn't matter. The truth was already screaming loud enough. I thought about confronting her, tearing our life apart in one furious night. But another thought took hold, quiet, dangerous, freeing. I could leave, not argue, not beg, just disappear. Let her wake to an empty house, to the weight of her own choices. I packed a single bag before dawn. My movements were mechanical, almost calm. Every photo, every memory was a ghost I couldn't carry anymore. I left no note, no trace. As I stood by the door, the house silent behind me, I felt both broken and strangely whole. She had declared I would be without her touch for a month. I decided she'd be without me forever.